Hi and welcome to video 3. So this week we've talked a bit about the 3 pillars of nutrition, which were energy, inflammation and nourishment. And yesterday we explored how we eat can actually directly affect levels of pain, levels of energy, as well as fatigue, obviously. Now, today I just want to pause and actually focus on something simple, but it's really, really powerful. And that's awareness. Because before we can make any changes, we firstly need to really understand what is going on inside our bodies. Often we think that nutrition has a set of rules, right? We do. We think, oh, we can't eat this, we can't eat that, don't do this, don't do that, it's too restrictive. But actually the truth is everybody's body is different. None of us are the same. We all react different. So what works beautifully for one person might actually flare symptoms for someone else. And that's why awareness is the first step. It's the very first step we have to take. So when you start paying attention to how food makes you feel, how it affects your energy levels, how it affects your pain, your mood, your clarity, it can actually change a lot of things. It can change everything. Because instead of feeling powerless or feeling stuck, you can start seeing patterns of what's actually going on. Now, once you see those patterns, you can make choices that actually genuinely support your health and well-being. As I said, everybody is different. Now, I know this firsthand because there were times in the past when I felt really confused, like I just didn't get it. I mean, I'd eat something that's deemed really healthy, but then I ended up feeling really exhausted or even achy sometimes afterwards. And it wasn't actually until I started tracking things, how I felt after meals, that I realised certain foods just didn't sit well with me. Certain foods I just shouldn't be eating. And it wasn't about labels like it's good food or it's bad food, but it was about the way my body responded to that particular food. Now that awareness gave me the power to actually make changes, actually tailor my nutrition to myself without actually feeling guilty about it, without having to guess. It's just simpler that way. Because when we're building awareness, we don't need to count calories or weigh food. Instead, we can notice things like our energy. How do you feel 1 to 2 hours after you've eaten food? How do you feel afterwards? Do your symptoms flare up or calm down with your pain and inflammation? Do you feel clear-headed, or are you all of a sudden feeling really moody and foggy and, you know? And then obviously once you've finished, the nourishment, are you actually feeling satisfied? Are you actually feeling, okay, this was enough food, or are you actually still craving more? Now, these simple observations are so much more valuable than numbers actually are. So here's today's gentle step actually. I'd like you to pick one meal, and I mean just one, and I'd like you to pay close attention. How did it really, and I mean really, make you feel afterwards? I'd like you to write that down. You have got your food awareness journal worksheet, the first one. So write it on there, keep notes, so you can look back on that, because it can help you track patterns more clearly. It is really important. You've got 5 days of journaling on there. Now, this is where things actually start to click, because you'll see your own personal roadmap building right up in front of your eyes. You will see, right, okay, those potatoes did this to me. You know, the rice made me feel really energized. Anything, just write it down. Because remember, change doesn't start with perfection. It is really important, this word perfection again. It actually starts with noticing. By becoming more aware of how foods affect your body, you're already taking control and giving yourself the power to make those supportive choices for yourself and for your body. Now, I'm really proud of you for showing up for yourself this week. I really am. It shows that you are ready to work on yourself when it comes to nutrition and wellness. And in the next video, we'll put it into action with our first worksheet. Thank you for listening, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye-bye.